Look at her. Look how she's coming along. Look at her. She's having a jolly old time. I hope you didn't click on this video thinking like, let's watch a master of her craft. Let's watch a master at work. Because now what you're getting instead is me going like, yeah, every 10 seconds I'm like, that's a bit wonky, but that's fine. Oh, that sucks ass, but that's okay. Oh, I hate this, but who gives a shit? That's the worst thing I've ever drawn. It's good enough. It meets my standards. Hello everyone, how are you? Fine, thank you. That's as far as this intro has been planned ahead. Welcome to my latest, quote, experiment, question mark, unquote. I recently had my phone make a loud noise. I recently decided to get back into the wild world of, let's see how to, if I can remember how to type, digital fart. So I've literally, graphic design is my passion, as you can clearly see. I did not draw the stock IKEA image that you're currently looking at, of course. This is what's known in the certain degenerate circles of which I am happily a part. This is what's known as a BLAHAJ. I'm 80% sure that's the correct pronunciation. It is a IKEA cuddly shark toy, of which I am a proud owner of one unofficial knockoff IKEA shark toy. I know it's terrible. It's not actually terrible. IKEA is a giant corporation who gives a shit. Basically, I'm still not entirely clear how they became such a meme, but somehow they've become known as the trans shark that every trans person is required to have by law. It's incredible marketing. From a cynical perspective, it's incredible marketing. Anyway, this is actually like my fourth attempt, because it is difficult to capture the majesty of the BLAHAJ. It's my fourth attempt to draw one of these lovely sharks. I'll often write my notes in Esperanto when it's just for my sake, but for your sake I'm going to stick to the one language I'm fluent in. I like how that sounds like a joke, but no, I'm actually conversational in Esperanto for some reason. Well, it's fun, it's a hobby. I'm literally going to be trying to draw all these fucking sharks today, and we'll certainly do the iconic face, and I might leave the rest of it till later. That might be like the compromise I reach here, because I've done that before. Let us first decide what brush size to use. If you're wondering, the software I'm using is extremely not professional. It's just good old GIMP, which I can't remember what that's short for, and I think they might have renamed it at some point. I have also just realised I should embiggen this reference picture. Oh no, I need to check several things. Okay. I'm largely self-taught when it comes to art. I very recently had my at least said professional. I think she would deny being professional, but you know, that's not to diminish her work. I've had my friend who is more accomplished at art give me some pointers, because I commissioned a lovely couple of lizard pictures from her, which sounds like I mean pornography. No, I mean, if you listen to this, kind of hit me up about that porn. But no, literally, they're literally like me as a lizard, because it speaks to me on a spiritual level, the lizard. Can you tell I'm just killing time while I'm trying to decide which brush size to use? Okay, so this is a large canvas, but that's okay, because one of the beauties of the BLAHAJ is it's actually a very simple design, really. It's like a cuddly toy meant to be safe for children, so it hasn't got any sharp... I mean, I know it literally has teeth and pointy fins and things. Stuff like the teeth is one of the only fiddly things on the BLAHAJ, is the teeth to draw, so I expect what will happen today is I'll start drawing, and then we can tidy it up afterwards. Also, actually, for the sake... I do have a second monitor, but I had no clue how to make that work on a recording. So I'm just sticking to the one monitor for the sake of this. And I'm actually going to temporarily embiggen the canvas size just so I can have the reference on the same side while I'm drawing. And no, actually, I've just had a thought. I make no promises to stick to this, but just for the sake of science, let's see if I can actually. This is something I've got a vivid shape of in my mind. Let's see if we can draw at least the face of a BLAHAJ purely for memory. How about that? Okay, let's see how this goes. I'm not even actually sat at the best angle. I've got this shit lying around. I'm gonna grab my giant cuddly crocodile. Her name is Aurora Borealis, and it's Aurora spelled like the sound a dinosaur makes. And she's literally like 180 centimeters, which is taller. That's like longer than I am tall. And she's amazing, and she's a big pillow. Anyway, right, okay. Action mode. Let's go. Dun, 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 dun. So, precautionary scribble. We start with the iconic smile of the BLAHAJ, which could be better. Let's redo that second. I could just do it a completely straight line like this, but that feels like cheating. Ooh, it's not really completely straight either. It's almost a bit wide, but I'll go with it. Again, I can always tweak it. And then we draw the rest of the head, which doesn't. Okay, let's try this again. I just want to quickly see if I can draw one blind, and then I'll go use the reference. I'm envisioning this. Okay, so it's kind of up, like that, up and like that. Yeah, I'll do. And it's quite a blunt front of the face without being like a whale. I've had a couple of people misidentify my BLAHAJ as being a whale, and she always finds that highly offensive. She's called Lily, by the way, which is short for LAHAJ, because she is a purple BLAHAJ, so she's LAHAJ. See, it's Swedish, if you were wondering. Not that I know anything else about Swedish, but and it's kind of big fin here. Yeah, it's kind of. Let's try that again. It kind of goes along. No, that's. Can you tell I kind of fucked the mouse up on that second one, to be fair? Okay, get out of it. There's a bunch of shit in the way. Time to get serious. You can hear me getting serious. Ow, I just sat on my vulva. That's fine. Okay. Ooh. Hey, that's looking a lot better already. Okay, we gotta continue along. I feel like I'm narrating one of those drawing shows, but for babies, where it's like, I'm just gonna draw a happy little tree, bitch. So I assume they talk. In real life, you probably can't hear it on the recording, at least I hope not. But someone is this like an autism thing? There's like a very high-pitched noise. It's moderately to very annoying, and I don't know where it's coming from. Okay, this might be an interesting challenge I've literally come up with on the spot. I'm going to try. See, I'm gonna see how well I can draw the BLAHAJ just from. I'm glad I had this thought, because this had not occurred to me prior to recording. Let's see how far we can get. And it's like, I guess it's to slightly talk myself down from this high. It's very easy to draw something that looks like a shark, but to draw something that looks specifically like a BLAHAJ is more difficult. That's not how that works. That's pretty good. And the white belly kind of goes to it kind of squirrels around like this. No, it kind of goes... If you're wondering, yes, I am using a mouse because I don't actually own a drawing tablet. It's one of those things I should really acquire now, though. It's going the wrong way. Ooh, ooh. Not too bad. Obviously, we can trim this. Boop, 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 boop. Superb. Coming along. This is when I suddenly discover I've been drawing on the wrong layer, or I've been fucking up in some other way. I believe there's a little sort of... I don't know now. Maybe the thing kind of goes like that. There's a little nubble. Yeah, we got the little nubble. That's fine. So I'm happy with the nubble. Oh, everyone raise your fins if you're happy with is the nubble. All in favour? All opposed? All abstaining? Ooh. Sort of tidy up this stubble. Oh, Lily, hide your shame. Ooh. Okay. And now... I'm really going to embarrass myself by trying to remember how many teeth they have. No, too pointy. That would injure the children. Ah. I'm no good with kids, but I wouldn't deliberately give them pointy shark. Ooh. Might accidentally give them a dangerous shark. See, that looks incredibly dorky, and not in a good way. Not in the charming, dorky BLAHAJ way. I might burp, and don't be offended if that offends you. Oh, like the stealth master that I am, I kind of burped into my shirt, so you're welcome. What is my shirt today? It's a Darth Vader shirt. For my birthday, my parents got me like a stormtrooper shirt, and I think the stormtrooper is like sipping a glass of wine or something weird. I don't fully understand it, but it's a good shirt. There's nothing wrong with it, you know. Okay, right. You know, considering this is going okay, considering this could have gone a lot worse. And here's the real trick. I have just realised this should be more like that, I think. But then that looks more like a whale to me. Let's be dangerous, let's be brave and daring and take risks. You do not simply walk into Mordor. You must embrace adventure. You know something that has quote-unquote ruined Lord of the Rings for me, quote-unquote, and not really, but just like I could never... There's several scenes in those movies, the Peter Jackson movies, where I just can't ever take them seriously again. There's they're taking the hobbits to Isengard, which everyone knows. And a while ago, it went viral when someone noticed, and I'm going to spoil Lord of the Rings Return of the King for you. It's like a million-year-old book that is like certainly one of the most iconic and famous books in the Western canon. I don't know how famous it is in the non-English speaking world, but yeah. So right at the end of Return of the King, when everyone's walking into Frodo's room and he's going like, Gandalf, Gimli, and then Legolas walks in, and they both just share an awkward, wordless stare for a second. And then I think Aragorn walks in, and Frodo goes, Aragorn! And it's like, it's hard not to interpret that as anything other than than Frodo forgetting Legolas's name. And it kind of highlights how I'm not sure they actually ever directly talk to each other, at least in the movies. Like, they have very little interaction, and then they're separated when the Fellowship is broken at the end of the first movie. And then almost 2 entire movies happen before they actually see each other again, to my recollection. So, I actually wouldn't put it past Frodo, and to be clear, I wouldn't. After everything they've both been through, I wouldn't blame either of them for forgetting. And to be clear, I feel like Frodo, well, you know, it'd actually be weird if Legolas forgot Frodo's name, because, you know, he's kind of, you know, essential to the whole shebang. Anyway, we're drawing a shark. Have we? Oh man, it's really... They have a particular gormless sort of look to them that's very hard to replicate. This looks more like manic serial killer to me. That's not what I'm going for, folks. That's... Oh no, what is it? I think the problem I'm gonna have is this brush is too thick. Like my dick. Like my ass. It's slightly better. I made like a weird sex noise. I went like a I actually think it's too thick too. Again, like my ass. But you know, considering. Alright. Okay. Somewhere along like here, there's actually 3 or 4, I should say, gills. Man, that went very badly. I was about to say very badly, and I couldn't decide if I wanted to say very poorly, and it turned into very badly, which is appropriate. There you go. Okay. I usually draw purple BLAHAJ because mine is purple. And this is when some Swedish person is going to say, oh, high means shark and blur means blue, so if it's not blue, it's not BLAHAJ. Just to spite you, we're going to do some random fucking colour like green. Whoa, you probably wouldn't have seen that by accidentally brought up my toolbar. Coloro uno. You might notice I misspell things a lot, and is that even a word? I think it is. I type things wrong a lot, and it's mostly this keyboard's fault. This is a cheap, rubbery keyboard, and the only reason I like it is because I can just pick it up and throw it around. It's not going to get damaged. I used to have just a very standard big plastic one, and it was fine, except it would like always fall off and make a big clattering noise, and it would get all scuffed up, and it was very irritating after a while, so I just, you know. Do I actually want to draw a green shark, to be honest? I said that as a joke, and now I'm like... It's the sort of thing where if I'm going to the effort of drawing something, I might as well just draw it in the colours I like. Almost all of my clothes are like black and purple, because those are just the colours I like, and if I'm going to the effort of getting dressed properly to go out, I just like to wear the things I like most. My brain's gone though. Okay, yeah, so this is gonna be... And actually, we're gonna pick a slightly more default colour. Yeah, there you go. If we pick more of a medium sort of purple... Have I done this the right way around? Yeah. You see, whenever I'm not sure if I want to click something or not, I will deliberately squiggle it around to see if I've picked the right setting. God, I can still hear that buzzing noise, and I do not know what that is. Do I want to go to the effort of filling it in, only to realise I've done it completely wrong? Okay, for the meme, let's very quickly fill it in, and we'll see how we feel about it. So how's everyone doing? Let me know in the chat. Oh, you got a new dog? Oh, that's great. Jimmy, that's a great name for a dog. Oh, I'm very happy for you, Susan451 from Chelsea. That's great. I was just gonna let that silence hang for a second. I thought, no. I'm in the zone now, that's the problem. I'm just wondering how I can, especially because we're colouring it in for the meme, I feel like I can do it quicker than this. Yes. Yes. We do it for the memes. I have kind of created like a slightly pink shark almost. But, you know, we'll figure that out. What I can always do is just literally... You can see I'm really doing it sloppily now because I do not care enough. I can literally just like, with one click, get rid of this layer or colour it a different colour, so that's fine. Wow. Ooh. Ooh, sometimes there's a bit of lag when I'm scrolling it around, which just makes it more exciting. I'm gonna be honest. Let's just drop the act and see how this compares to the reference image. Okay, so obviously the perspective's wrong, but that's fine. I have drawn more of like a killer whale sort of thing. It's got more of an orca look to it, I think, which was specifically something I was trying to avoid. Oh, and if there is an under bit here, you can't actually see on that picture, so you can see I was in the right ballpark, but I'm just having a big swig of sugar and caffeine-free Coke, so. Oh. We eat responsibly in this house. That's not true at all. We had fucking pizza delivery this evening. I'm just moving my microphone. Do not be alarmed. So, what are we gonna do here? What are we gonna do? What are we gonna do when they fall down on you? How does the lyrics go? I'm much too young to remember such things. Can I get away with this? No, that doesn't look right. I would like to clip away the So I'm burping again. What the fuck? Yeah, I'm just gonna have to keep releasing these nuclear gases into my t-shirt. Speaking of cuddly toys, I'm currently literally any day now expecting the delivery of my annual Christmas and birthday present to myself, which this year is a like 130 centimeter giant cuddly chicken, because I've got a couple of little cuddly chickens and you know they're good, but I'm big now. I require large plushies. Large plushies. Here we go. So literally all I've just done here is cut out the reference. It just means that that annoying white background isn't there constantly. And now the true Demon Souls begins, because we can just put the reference there. It looks like when you like have one of those zines and you just like cut and pasted something crudely, and when by cut and paste I mean literally with scissors and paste, you know. So would you even use scissors? I guess you might use a sort of knife, but you know, I don't know. So if we lock the pixels on the reference image, it means I can't accidentally scribble all over it, which is the sort of feature that I didn't discover for like 10 years, but that's fine. Unless I forget to put it on the screen, which is very possible. I have previously done some many years ago I did do fucking, and you know, I'm just debating something. Just debating. Okay, I know what I'm going to do. I'm just debating. I've had this before where I say the phrase just debating too quickly, and in my mind it sounds worryingly like I might have said masturbating. And I don't think anyone would actually think that, but it's just the sort of thing I would be paranoid about, so... No, I've just realised what I'm doing wrong. Okay, hang on. We'll call this one Pinko the Shark. That says Pinko, yep. Pinko line 1. Pinko color 1. And now they are separate layers that we can just move over here and ignore. So that's fine. Sorry, Pinko. I don't think that's too bad considering. But we're moving on from Pinko now. We need a proper fucking line 1. Okay. We commence the true work, the great work. I wonder if this would make more sense to do it this way around. Oh, come on. I'm going crazy here. Oh, I was pressing shift instead of control. Why isn't my button working? Oh, I'm pressing the wrong button, I see. You see how that works? Do you see how science works? And yet we'll never know how magnets work. Right. Righty-ho. The face is simultaneously the most required bit, but also the most terrifying bit to do. We're gonna tidy this up. You know, part of the problem is I wish this didn't have a white background. That's quite irritating. I think this is good till almost immediately. Let's start over, basically. That's probably going to be the catchphrase of this video. I fucked up. Let's start over. But you know, like Thought Slime says, and it's funny I say that because I'm pretty sure that they stole it from Adventure Time. Sucking at something is the first step towards being sorta good at something, and that's very much my creative attitude. For context, I do have a bachelor's first class degree in creative writing, not any kind of drawing, I should clarify that. No other creative skill do I have significant qualifications in, but it's kind of like this, and then like this, and then like this, and then like this. The good thing as well about drawing something like a cuddly toy is having slightly wobbly lines is actually authentic, because look, these are wobbly lines, right? It's almost like I shouldn't bother trying to make the lines all smooth, but you know, where's the fun in that? I would like a shitty wobbly shark, please. I've decided I want my shark to be shit, actually, please. Whew. Been a long day. It's funny because I haven't, you know, been mostly slobbing. I've been busy recently, you know, having major surgery 6 months ago, which I'm still getting over. It takes a lot out of you, you know, so... Why should I bring the menu up? I'm trying not to rely too heavily on just like running the thing back and forth, but I would like to why am I making life hard on myself? I've already done like a joke where I try to draw everything. I'm not tracing. I don't trace. I do not need to trace anything anymore. But now I'm suppressing a sneeze. What's going on today? I'm burping, I'm sneezing, I'm yawning. This isn't exact, but it's fine. It's good. And oh no, I should line this up properly. Go. It helps line things up a little bit. Let's try doing here. That's the mouth. What was that? Yeah, no, that's good. That's good for the mouth. I was just debating where to put the where to put the colour line. I don't know what else to call it. The sort of midriff. The midriff, whatever. The equator. Where should we draw the equator? That's the next challenge. Okay. That's got potential. I think this should just be like straight there. Unlike me. Okay. Not too shabby. We're going to put our line... So, yeah, it's all going back to me now. There we go. And... Fuck me, I've been... jeez. Basically, I've been sitting on my elbow for like 15 minutes and it's completely gone. So, one of my other many professional... I haven't even had a shower today, so that's how professional I'm being today. I might just give it slightly more of a... Whatever. If I give it slightly more of a curve here, I think. There we go. This is all fine-tuning. You know, people have seen me drawing things recently and they're like, oh, what's your goal with your art? And I'm like, fun? You know, why do I draw? Overwhelmingly for fun. And I am doing this in a rush, because otherwise I'd be sat here for... I'm taking long enough as it is. I'd just be sat here for hours going, hang on, oh, let me just adjust this, oh dear, oh. And ain't nobody wants that. I mean, I hope not, basically, so... quite narrow, it's quite ovalish, and this is too big. Although, having said that, the proportions are a bit bigger. I've kind of accidentally given her a cat eye, which I quite like, but it's not what we're going for. She's a shark, not a cat. Oh god, I was going to make a joke and then it went wrong. Hang on, she's a shark, not a cat. Meow, meow, meow. Could be a catfish, I suppose. Right, back to whatever I was doing. Revolutionizing the digital art space. I like these YouTube experiments. I know that, like, it's not a novel concept in general, doing art on YouTube, but it's something I've never done, so it's exciting to me. Deal with it. I like I'm acting as if anyone's complaining, like, deal with it, bitch. So it's like, oh no, hang on. There you go. Oh no, that's not centered. That's a lot better. Hell yeah. White. Yep. Perfect. Oh no. I just realised we need a colour. Poor Pinko the shark, feeling neglected. If you put the line under the colour... No, if you put the line over the colour level, you can do this. That's something that my friend taught me, because I was like doing an entire separate clone of the lines, and then something about this is not giving me the same vibe. Is it the lack of teeth? I think the head up here is too big. Okay, hang on. We're gonna do some teeth, and then we're gonna kind of work on the. Once we're done giving head, we'll work on the teeth now. No, man. There's something about the teeth. I find them very hard to emulate the charm of the teeth. That's pretty good. You know, perfect is the enemy of good is another good lesson to try and remember. Oh, they're basically touching though, the teeth. Actually, this is a bit more of a Slackjaw Jokel sort of thing going on here, which is not the vibe. You have failed the vibe check, Lily. Ooh. At the end of this, we're gonna have to do the art attack, you know, and here's one I made earlier, reveal. Because I have done at least one superior. Well, we don't know this one's inferior yet, but I have done at least. The teeth are too small. I've accidentally been making the teeth get smaller as I go along. I don't know. Just emulate that one every time. That's slightly bigger, but that's okay. See, now that I don't know what I was doing before. I was just kind of. I don't know what it is. As soon as I stop paying attention, it just wanders off and goes wrong. Okay, this is a lot better. Okay, there you go. Yeah, we're getting there. I still can't place what it is about. Okay, we're gonna have to do something about this. Get rid of the colour. Get rid of the swiggle. One thing I have realised is, so if we look over here, it's like this outer orange ring I always forget about. So how would we incorporate that? Let's literally just quickly do a ring of orange, a ring of fire, you could say. Play around with it. I don't know what half of these things mean. I just play around with them until they approximate the shape I'm looking for. Hello? Hello? Is there a reason this isn't working? Oh, this is the fucking eraser, that's why it's not working. I was like, why isn't this rubber working properly? Said the bishop to the nun. Ooh. That's okay, that's okay. Hey, there we go, okay. Exactly the same colour, but that's okay. It's kind of a neutral colour. I can change the shading afterwards. Yes, and then inside here it's all just like solid black, which we're going to approximate by having, because we don't actually want it to be black for the sake of, and again, you know, to each their own, but personally, if I make it more of a lighter grey, then that might be, this is kind of the conundrum. Okay, right, we're going to make it, I have realised instantly what I've done wrong. Okay, let's try and be cheeky, and I wouldn't normally bother doing this. Boop. Hey, there we go, okay, we're already looking a lot better, okay. One thing I'm going to have to do, the amount of times I've accidentally used a grey brush instead of a black one because I didn't look closely enough. So we could even cheat entirely by seeing how big this is meant to be. Oh no, I might have underestimated this. It's like almost 30 pixels, it's like 28 pixels, let's say. Yeah, I have not made the eye big enough, I think, is a key part of the problem here. You know, I don't know why I didn't just make... Okay, hang on. If I just... Okay. Radical time. We're going to... I I know I've done wrong though. I know I've done wrong. Let's inspect it closely, and in fact I know what to do this time. We're going to go back to the orange. We're going to get in a similar position. 20, 20, 10, 20, 10, 20, yeah, 20, that's fine. It's like above most of the way along the mouth. Look out. I'll make it bigger this time. It's, okay. Okay, that's certainly an oval, right? And then we can fill that in again with our lovely trusty... I don't even need to use the paint can. What am I doing? Might as well do it professionally, quote unquote. And then it was like 28 pixels. I remember. Bing! Oh, that already looks so much fucking better. Oh my god. Okay. Again, not perfect. I'm just kind of speeding along, but I've not been aiming for perfect, okay? I'm aiming for, oh, that's a BLAHAJ. That's kind of what I'm going for. Especially because I've got the entire fucking rest of the shark to draw, so. Step whatever step we're on. If you want to be technical, there should be some, like, 3D teeth pointing out, but that's a lot more effort to draw, quite frankly. So let's not bother. I like to think I have a certain style, you know. I might. This might be an enemy of good moment. One thing I do sometimes, and I cannot replicate this, but I literally will draw a new line and then hold up a finger in front of my face to block where the old one is. So I can just kind of... I think the new line's better. I mean, this specific line looks like shit because it's all squiggly. Oh no, come on. Oh no, in fact, I remember now we were using quote-unquote straight lines. Gonna put some more gay lines on there. Oh, hang on. Hell yeah. Oh, hell yeah, look at that. Oh, yeah. I mean, having said that, hang on. Because I forget how chunky they are, you know. Yeah, they've got a bit of heft. They've got a bit of heft to them. Got a bit of Hugh Hefner to them. Oh no, I'm sorry, that's an unflattering comparison. I take it back, Lily. I take it back. Oop, that's the... Have I been drawing... Oh, I've just done a classic. I've done a classic blunder. If you were watching along at home, kiddies, you've noticed I've drawn the fucking thing on the wrong line. The good news is I can just literally grab this. Always the way. Always going to happen occasionally. Paste into a layer. And then merge down. And if you do it that way, you keep the name as well. So now it's part of the right layer. There you go. So if I had a penny for every time that's happened, I would still be in debt for most of my life. But I would have several pennies, which would help slightly. I wonder what kind of music I'll end up using for this. It would be funny if I could somehow find a bunch of shark-related music that won't get me, like, copyright oblivion off the internet. Like megalodons. There you go. I feel like megalodon is one of those words where someone is going to come along and say, oh, actually, megalodon is plural, just like Jedi, and I'm like, first of all, Jedi don't exist. Second of all, you can't stop me from saying it wrong, so neener, basically. We're going to use, actually no, I'll do the mouth first, so to speak. so to speak. Yeah, great. So we're speeding up now. Now that we've done the lines and they look okay, I can speed up. Did I not even... I didn't even get as far as the fucking... We're going to imagine, for the sake of argument, that it stops like here, because I realised I haven't included the gills, and that's fine. That's fine. Oh, fine. It's like 3 lines, Jazz. Come on. Okay, right, here we go. Let's try this. Oh, hell yeah. There you go. And there's actually like 6 of them, isn't there? So if I just do one more, I'll be happy with that. Ooh, there we go. Careful now. Oh, that's perfect. Look at that. You know, pretty much there's a bit of a wonky angle there, but that's fine. What was I saying before that happened? Oh yeah, let's go back to the fucking... I'm gonna fix this now again. Violet, there we go. Bit darker. We are speeding up because now that we're in the colouring stage, this doesn't take me long in comparison. Nope, wrong level. Wait, hang on. Oh, I did. I also put the teeth on the wrong level. Okay, let's sort this out right now. Let's. Oh no, she's got squump. She looks like a skeleton or something. That's terrifying. Okay. Good news is, again, simple fix. It's only if this happens on a more complex project that you're like, oh no, fuck, what have I done? Merge down. And okay, there we go. Everything is always fine. There we go. Because once I've done the mouth, I have to do the teeth as well, but that doesn't take long either. So, and even the shading, I would argue, doesn't take long. I think it was a good decision to not try and do the whole fucking thing. While I'm colouring it in and don't have anything specific to say about the drawing, what have I been up to? Drawing, mostly, genuinely, in the last week. All of my free time, pretty much, has been spent drawing. I nearly said something out loud that I realise now I should clarify is me making a joke and quoting someone. There's a interview with the pop singer Aurora. And I don't know what context there is to this, but she's giving some sort of interview, and at one point she says, I've recently been getting into violent pornography. She's an odd duck, Aurora, I'll tell you that. Anyway, let's have some... I like to try and make the teeth a different colour to the rest, because it kind of seems like you would. And I can kind of fan cannon. Okay, hang on, I'm gonna... This is the quandary. Okay, I've reconsidered. I'm gonna make the teeth like the same sort of... I'm gonna make the teeth whiter, there we go. Whiter than white, and I'm extremely white, so I know what I'm talking about. Can we go the entire rest of the video without accidentally drawing on the wrong layer? We may never know. I have just realised I should put another tooth in, like here. Whoa, that's the wrong colour. Is that good? That looks a bit like, if you had a tooth going in that direction, that'd be worrying. Hang on. Yeah, it's acceptable. I deem that to be acceptable. And actually, I can just... Whoever invented the fucking eyedropper, it's even in Satisfactory, there's an eyedropper tool, which is a godsend. The amount of time I don't have to spend fucking around in the inventory. Oh, you know what I fucking have right in front of me is the, again for my birthday, I got the, Metal Gear Solid Master Collection Volume 1 Alpha, Omega, Beta, Platinum Edition, whatever it's called. There is no super duper edition to my knowledge. On the old PS5. And I got that knowing that it's apparently got some bugs, at least on PC, it's not very great and stuff, but like, you know, a lot of people are complaining about this collection, and I will say it does sound a bit bare bones. It's just like a full price game, which is 3 old games, although technically it's 5 old games. And it also includes the bonus content for the original Metal Gear Solid, which I've never played because it's weirdly... In fact, for whatever reason, there's a different, like, I think in the EU, and you know, Britain was in the EU at the time, the original Metal Gear Solid missions came on a separate disc, and in a lot of other regions in the world you could just buy it as like one or something. I might be getting this backwards. But that means that for some very specific technical reason, the Metal Gear Solid VR missions are one of the only games that you've ever heard of that doesn't actually work out of the box on a PS2. You have to use a PS1. I'm misremembering this because I can't be asked to Google it. But that's one of those look at her. Look how she's coming along. Look at her. She's having a jolly old time. I hope you didn't click on this video thinking like, let's watch a master of her craft. Let's watch a master at work. Because now what you're getting instead is me going like, yeah, every 10 seconds I'm like, that's a bit wonky, but that's fine. Oh, that sucks ass, but that's okay. Oh, I hate this, but who gives a shit? That's the worst thing I've ever drawn. Well, it's good enough. It meets my standards. I really do find though, just, you know, even during my simple style, once you have a basic grasp of, and I'm not putting myself down here, it's just I'm literally completely new to it. Once you have a basic grasp of shading, it really just makes any flat texture pop if you do it properly, you know. It's really kind of, I don't know how to explain it. I don't know if it's an illusion or what the word is, but it does something, and it's pretty magical. Let's try put that there. Yeah, the good thing is once you I do remember learning this in school. If you just, I'm talking like year 2 or something. When I was 6 years old, I remember learning this. There you go. And it looks really kind of uncannily just solid here, but we are going to like do something about that in a second, because again, shading is just witchcraft basically. And finally, we must decide what colour we're actually going to make the proper bit of her, and unfortunately, I'm having to go with the same colour I make everything, okay? Look, here's our mid colour. We're going for a pinko again. I didn't even mean for this to happen. Hang on. I see what I've been doing. I've been using the wrong sort of bit of purple. There we go. I don't even know what colours mean. That's how not a professional I am. But you know, I've what's the last thing I drew? I drew a PlayStation 2, one of the big fat chunky ones. Because I've always just thought it's a cool thing. And I'm biased because the PS2 kicks ass. Unfortunately, I realised recently, I think the last game I played on my PS2 was Silent Hill 3. I think I beat that at the very beginning of this year, and that might be the last time I turned the PS2 on. I tell a lie, actually. I'm pretty sure I played a little bit of Guitar Hero, but that was probably it. Oh, look at this. Look at our baby. She's coming along. Hell yeah. And it's good because my throat is getting a bit husky, and I would like to turn my brain off. I think the biggest part of doing post for this video will just be trying to decide what music to put in the background, because holy shit. You know what would be an amazing setup actually, is if I could like be drawing while also reacting to something. But that sounds like a lot of effort to do. I know people do that. Oh, hang on, I've forgotten. Lily, look at you, you're looking great. You know, I can fine tune some bits here and there, like I think this should kind of be flat across there, but that's fine. Lily. We love Lily. And Lily loves us straight back. Good old Lily. If you're ever on the BLAHAJ subreddit, you've probably seen Lily, because I've posted countless meme pictures of her on there. You're welcome, world. There you go, we've got our flat Lily. She looks pretty great. The one thing I just want to do, and this might hopefully only take 5 minutes, I do not know how long I've been going on. How long does OBS think I've been going on for? Oh, just under an hour, so that's not too bad. What we're gonna do is a fucking shading layer. Shading 1, always put 1 at the end just so that you, if you end up making more of them, it's nice. I like the idea of someone getting art tips from me and being like, yes, always put a 1 at the end, yes, genius, genius, inspired. No, that's not an incredible tip I'm giving you. So, how to explain this, and you know, again, it's not complicated, but it's just, you know, if I understand it, it's not too complicated. In fact, I think we can just get rid of our reference picture now. Look, at a certain point, I find the reference picture is almost kind of like off-putting. This is good, okay? It's you know, I can, if I wanted to nitpick, I could like tweak this bit, and I probably will. But this is good. This is nice and smooth and vivid and vibrant. It's good. The one thing I want to do now is shading, which, like I mentioned, just gives it a nice bit of sort of... what I've actually done in the past, and I'll do again, is I literally just draw like a big sun. Might draw it slightly higher. I just draw like a big sun. Imagine it's like a studio lamp or something. She's just chilling on the beach, you know. She's had a big lunch of unsuspecting divers, and now she's been chomping turfs. She found out on Mumsnet where the next pseudo-fascist turf meeting was, and she's oh my god. Okay, actually, unironically, I've just had an amazing idea. Hang on, if we this is what art is all about to me. It's just suddenly having a funny idea. No matter how crude or silly it is, she's been down to, and you know, content warning, if you actually don't like blood, even cartoon blood, I'm about to draw blood on the shark, so you know, just be aware of that. She's been down and she's been chomping up. I'm not sure what happened there. She's been chomping on some bigoted queerphobes, and she had a lovely time. Oh no, there needs to be like some splash that kind of goes all over like this. Can you tell I'm just... Oh no, her teeth too, they need a bit on there too. Lily, you're a mess, woman. What have you done? It should just be like a chewed up Harry Potter book in there too. Oh no, this is the worst thing I've ever drawn. You're welcome, world. Okay. Well, that was certainly an idea that I had. Look, I can always turn it off. If you're scared of sharks or blood, don't watch this video. Right, okay. Before I got distracted, I was going to do shading. And what shading is literally, imagine the sun is pouring down on Lily. as she's wiping up all the delicious blood. Num num num. And we're going to simulate this by having a lighter shade. You know, you want, even we're just working within 2D logic here, we want a lighter shade up here and some dark bits over there, basically, you know. Very simple, very simple. So, you know, it's going to be like, we're just doing this loose and fast. I might, can I up that to 40? Would that be cheeky? 40? Oh, that looks good. So literally just, you know, just look at where you put your light source. Literally have a visual reminder of where you want the light to be. And, you know, that already looks nice because it just isn't like one big flat texture anymore. It's actually got like some shading to it. What you can even do is, and again, this is very simple, this is just something I've been playing with. I'll make a background layer and we'll have the gradient tool, please. How's this gonna work? No, not we don't want pink light for the fucking. Let's just do it like this. So there and there. That's the wrong way around. Is this even the thing I want? I guess. Fucking bilinear. Oh, that's the issue. It's bilinear. I'm not bi, neither should the lighting be. Okay. But to be clear, we're not having it nearly that strong. We're just having it as like, oh no, I realise what I'm doing wrong. Hang on. My whole point was I just wanted there to be a nice background, so you know, let's just make it like blue and yellow like a beach, why not, you know? Again, it's abstract, it doesn't have to make a lot of literal sense. There's blue, there's yellow, I guess the blue could also be the ocean, but the ocean wouldn't be the ocean reflects light, but it wouldn't be the direct light source. So sort of yellow, orange, there you go, it's good. Which way around is this going to be? Hey, it's the right way around. Hooray, lovely. And that sun is literally completely temporary, by the way. It's just there as like, you know, an indicator. Lovely. I'll put that a bit further away. It's sort of an odd colour combination with the purple, but it works, it's fine, it's whatever, you know. Just another day at the beach. Respect trans people or your pronouns are going to be was, were, bitch. Anyway. Probably a bit loud. Look, I'm having fun, okay? Bitch. Aw, bitch. I think we're done with the bright bits of purple, so let's get some. There isn't even going to be any brown bits of purple, I don't think. If you wanted to be smart, you could point out that, you know, the gills would create a little bit, a small little bit. I'm on the wrong background, I'm on the wrong layer, aren't I? The gills would create a little teensy bit of a dark patch, I suppose. Oh, okay. Come on now, I've got too many important places to be. So this is something I hadn't considered in my previous sketches, and I think this is quite nice, just having even little bits of shading on the gills there. That's nice, that's looking good. I'm quite a fan of that. Can you tell by the way I said that's nice repeatedly? And this is like hanging over the edge, but who gives a shit, you know, we'll sort that later. Yeah, so that like this is like half done now. Again, if you wanted to be technical, you could say that there'd be like a little. Nah, I'm kind of gone back on that. So next we move on to the white bit. And I think there would be a bit here. I just realised what I've done is I haven't actually changed the colour. Let's just make it pretty much pure white, but not completely. There you go. Oh, hell yeah. And if you wanted to be clever, by the way, because this is one solid layer, the shading, you can actually reduce. If you decide it's too strong, you can turn it down a bit. So that's always good. I think a strong brightness works with the whole sun thing that we've got going. She looks so happy. Oh, she's having a great time. And actually, yeah, I think her, let me think about this. I think only I think this much of her mouth would have, like, a bit of a brighter bit on it. And then after that, like, she's kind of... I think her snout is kind of blocking the rest of the sun directly. But it's only like... Oh god, I've forgotten which buttons are which. It's only like down here that she'd kind of have an actual darker patch. Because here we're getting into like her entire body is blocking the sun at this point, so... And of course we are going to have to compare our efforts to Pinko the shark in a second. That looks great though, if I say so myself. I think at the very back here I might make a bit of her mouth a bit dark, just again, it's like a little thing, but just have a little bit of shading just makes everything look almost 3D, you know, and that already looks so much nicer. I am HO. I've gone back on thinking, I think I'll make a couple of her teeth brighter, but I won't make any of them actually darker. Yeah, I'll make a couple of them like blinding white. I'll turn this... And it makes sense because, you know, teeth are pretty reflective, so... There you go. Well then, I think we're literally pretty much done. The only thing I might do is... fucking, I don't know, I'll just call it a fuzz. She's a cop now, she's got fuzz. The thing I might do is, if I find a, like, darker, question mark, or brighter, maybe like slightly pink, I suppose. If we go into the brush, there's a sneaky trick you can do. Something like this. Okay, this particular thing I'm trying to do looks terrible, so let's rethink this. So I figured this out the other day. Chalk? No. I might not remember what I did the other day. Oh, there's bristles. That looks good. Spacing. Size. Ooh. Ooh. I'll go back and forth on this. Well, the joy of layers is you can just turn it off, so, you know, fuck you, basically. You can just, you know, figure it out. And then same deal again down here, just quickly, very quickly. Ooh, hang on. Because she's fuzzy, she's a cuddly creature, so it just makes sense to put some fuzzy looking bits on her, you know. Oh, didn't mean to do that. Okay. There you go. It's good enough for my standards. I'm going back and forth on the fuzz, to be honest, but let's put the blood back on. We like the blood. Oh dear. I've sure made something with this. Let's bring Pinko the Clown back in. And well, and let's bring our reference back in. The whole cruise here. It's like a fucking. It's almost like a pride flag color combination we've got going on here. Look at me! I can do a flip. Oh, very laggy flip. Amazing. But no, in all honesty, you know, Pinko is okay. Lily is, especially the fucking blood. I should give her like bloodshot eyes too. Like, she's gone mad with rage. She's just bigotry makes her so angry that she goes crazy. That's the wrong pen. Yup, that's enormous. Never mind. That's what she said. Nope. There you go. She's got blood. It could be like that. This is like the splash of what do you call it? The splash of like Pinko can have it. It's the splash of my brain is fucking dying. What's going on? Oh, here's how she looks naked, by the way. She still looks quite nice, to be honest, as a minimalist way. And here's how she looks without her other bits on. But I'm literally going to just get rid of the sun and then call it a day. Call it a night. It's like 3 in the morning. No, it's actually like 20 to 11 at night. So that's still a bit late, but you know, we've truly, we've sure made something. Is that like a full screen? No, that's not really what I meant. F11. No, I know about that key. That's not what I mean. Whatever. Anyway, there it is. This has been my latest experiment into whatever you call this. Hope you enjoyed. And in all seriousness, you know, a month ago I didn't consider myself someone who could draw at all. And, you know, remove the jokey bits that I'm not taking seriously. I don't really like the fuzz that much I've done, so... But, like, look, it's simple, but it really does get across, the vibe I'm going for, so... To each their own, you know? This is also a vibe, though, let's be honest. My message to the kids out there is have patience with yourself, don't be afraid to be rubbish at first. Even me, who did not think that I had any drawing acumen at all, has figured out something here, so there's a lesson in there somewhere.